What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Raymond Tackle Forever. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm about another video. Before I get into that video, I want to remind everyone that I leave a link to a different playlist in every description box. Take the time to click on those links, run the views up, run the thumbs up, run the comments up, and if you feel the need to share the playlist, feel free to do so. Also, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Today, I'm about the story time. Today, I'm about the story time sharing Navy Federal Credit Union mortgage process stage 2. As you guys know, some months ago, I started the process of applying for a mortgage loan through Navy Federal Credit Union, and I went through the pre-process steps and got pre-approved for a loan. Then I had to go through the second part of the process. I took my time to get around to it because I wanted to make sure everything paid off. As you guys know, I recently paid off the debt on one credit card and still had a debt on another credit card. So I figured that would do some good to see that my debt go from a high amount to half. So I called the bank to apply, to get them to resend me the link to apply for the mortgage loan. And they reminded me that they do it through an email. I just fill everything out, submit it, and then they'll give me a call from there. Okay, so I did that. I did that one Saturday night, went over everything, filled everything out that was needed, to the best of my knowledge. It wouldn't let me put that I worked 2 jobs, so I combined my income from both jobs and put that on the mortgage loan paperwork for my income. And it said that some information was, when I submitted the information, it said that some information was missing. So I waited to call the bank because it was late at night. And then before I could get around to calling the bank, Navy Federal Credit Union mortgage department called me, I'm going to say either Monday or that Tuesday after me doing it. And the lady was trying to explain everything to me while I was at work. She corrected all the information that I put in wrong, got it corrected, and ended up informing me that when she asked me what kind of mortgage I was looking for, I told her I'm looking to get $300,000 because the properties I'm looking at, that's the price range. That's a little too extreme, but I've been finding property from 100K to 150K, 160K, no more than 250,000. I wanted extra 50K to cover all the fees and taxes, just to be on the safe side. She asked me, was I putting a down payment? No. If I'm going to the bank to get a loan, why do I need to put a down payment? She asked me, do I want to join the first time home buyer program? Yes. I said yes to a lot, said no to a lot as well. And she explained everything. And when she asked how much I was looking to get, I told her $300,000. What kind of property I'm looking to get? I told her I wasn't looking for a townhouse. I'd rather have a townhouse than a big old house. It's just me. None of my children have plans of moving to Virginia, so I want a nice townhouse away from the ghetto in a nice, respectable neighborhood where at a certain time of night, everybody goes to bed. You know what I mean? Like during the day, nobody's home in the whole neighborhood. Everybody's at work around the same time. Everybody's home around the same time. That's the kind of neighborhood I want to live in. Want to continue to see the other side of life that's outside the ghetto. I told them looking for a townhouse because most townhouses come 2-story. You're not for certain to find a 2-story house. You're not for certain to find a house with space where you can't look out your window and look into your neighbor's house. That's why I prefer a townhouse. They always come 2-story. Every townhouse in America I've seen is 2-story. And when I chose the townhouse, I've been looking online, I've been looking on Zillow for 3-bedroom, 2-bath, garage, nice, decent size, backyard, townhouses, and they coming up no more than $260,000. So in my price range. The loan agent told me for me to get approved for a $300,000 mortgage loan, my payments would be running $2,100 a month for a mortgage. Then with all the taxes and fees that they're gonna add on, it would come up to $2,700 a month. And based on the 2 jobs I'm working, that means everything that I make, majority of my income that I make working 2 full-time jobs, would go towards that mortgage. Nah, I declined right away. And it's some things on my credit report that's affecting my credit report, which is why I declined, because she say I I just recently canceled a credit card. That take 90 days to disappear. Child support still coming up. The case that was closed last July 2023, and the case that was just closed a couple of weeks ago, both of those cases still showing up. Why the one from July? Let me see, July, August, September, October. Why the one from July not out the system yet? But the one that just closed last week, I can understand why that one's still in the system. That credit card take 90 days to clear. And that's it. That's it on my credit report. That's bad. And my debt ratio outnumber what I bring in. Ratio is a higher ratio than what I bring in. So that's why the payment be so high. The agent informed me that, this is one of the reasons I like Neighbor Federal. The agent informed me that for me to get a lower monthly payment, mortgage payment, try to find a townhouse or a house within that costs no more than $160K. That'll bring it down to like a good $1,100 a month. That'll knock off $1,000. Even after all taxes and all fees, it would still be under $2,000 a month. I thought to myself, I can do that. I can also do option 2, which is get a better job and pay off the rest of my debt, pay off my other credit card, and wait on both child support cases, the credit card that I canceled, wait on all 3 of those cases to be removed from my credit score, my credit bureau, and I guarantee you then I will have enough to get the kind of money I'm looking to get. So that's what my plan is. I want to decline on that because right now this is wrong time to buy houses or get houses, mobile homes, townhouses, apartment, duplexes. This is wrong time because the rates right now is 8.8. The rates right now going for 8.8. So that's too much. And I felt like me paying $2,700 a month for a used crib, a used townhouse, nah, that's extremely too much. You know what I mean? That's extremely too much. So I declined, and I plan to call back after I get my CDLs, after I pay all the above all that I mentioned, after I pay off my last credit card I got to pay that off. And by the time that's paid off, I'm planning to have that paid off before tax season over. So by the time that's paid off and by the time both child support cases clear my credit report, I should be good. As long as I got them CDLs out of the way. You know, I don't mind getting me a townhouse, but I don't want to live the American dream. The American dream, for what I've been taught, is to work your butt off your whole life to barely get back. I don't want to live that dream. If I got to work 2 jobs and majority of my money going to just mortgage, nah, that's not the life I want to live. I want to live life where I still have enough money to treat myself, to take care of other obligations like save money every year for my birthday. Save a certain money for my birthday every year. Save a certain amount of money for Christmas every year. Save X amount of dollars for emergency. I don't want to live that life of me working my butt off to the day I die and 95% of my money going to bills. That's not the American dream I have. Because from the older people that I know that live on Social Security right now, their Social Security check is on enough to cover their bills. They're still struggling to keep food on the table. Their Social Security check, even husband and wife couples that I know that retire from good jobs, still only bringing enough money to afford to keep the bills paid. Still struggling to keep food on the table. I'm not with that. That's why I want to save money for retirement, so that way I got Social Security coming in and a retirement check coming in from what I invested in retirement. You know what I mean? And other revenues that I want to have money coming in as well. Like, I don't want to sit here and work my butt off just to keep a roof on my head. I look at people that going through that right now and just shake my head like, wow, how did you manage to allow yourself to get trapped in that cycle where all you can do is work and pay bills? If you want to treat yourself to the movies, you don't have the money to do it. If you want to treat yourself to a nice outfit, you don't have the money to do it. I refuse to go back to that lifestyle. I left that lifestyle February 2015. I refuse to ever go back to that lifestyle, living paycheck to paycheck, or all my money going to bills. I refuse to go back to that lifestyle. With a woman in my life or without a woman, I refuse to go back to that lifestyle of all my money going to bills. That's not the American dream for me. That's not the cycle that I want to get stuck in or get caught up in ever again. That's a very devastating place to be. That's like depression. That's a very dark place that I do not ever want to go through again. I worked too hard for it. Why should I'll work 2 hours for it, you know. So that's the plan I have put together, and I'm gonna stick with it till I achieve it. And then I'm gonna call Navy Federal again. Well, after I get the CDLs and do my year of driving state to state, and then get into the port, get situated in the port, and see how that money flowing, then I would call Navy Federal and apply for another mortgage loan. You know, but at the same time, I'm also thinking like this. I'm already 43 years old. Do I really want to spend the next 30 years paying off a house to lead to somebody else? I'm already 43, so that means 53, 63, 73 years old I'd be. Or let's say I get it at 44. 74 years old I would be once that townhouse paid off. So I started doing research from Zillow. That's on the website I deal with. That's a well-known website, Zillow.com. And I started those on Zillow.com, you know, that going through a private owner is better. Because when you go through a private owner, you don't have to worry about a background check. You don't have to worry about a credit check. You don't have to worry about coming up with first month rent, last month rent, deposit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, your rent don't go up every year when you go through a private owner. So me, I'm thinking it's best from the research I've done. From my research that I've done, I'm thinking it's best for me to just say, forget that. Forget owning a townhouse. I'd rather find a private owned townhouse and rent that to the day I die. Just in my opinion, because it'll come out cheaper. It'll come out cheaper. You don't have to worry about all them taxes. You don't have to worry about paying the state tax from owning a crib. You know what I mean? You just pay your rent and you can live there to the day you die. You know, and they don't raise the rent. All them people that own the place, they'll be happy to get somebody in their property as soon as possible. You know what I mean? So I think I'm still debating on it. I might just do that. I mean, it's just me. My kids have no intention of moving to Virginia. And if I end up in a relationship, I'm pretty sure my woman would be mature enough to say, you know, I'm down for that. We can rent it. We can rent from a private owner, or we can find a place. We can find one regular and rent. Whichever better. You know, it's all still ideas right now, but I'm standing solid that I might say forget that mortgage and just go do a private own. Because I know as I drive around the city, as I ride around Virginia, I know I would find a lot of private owners. And I go through one of them. Whichever's in nice neighborhoods, it's 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, a garage, and a decent sized backyard, I would go for it. You know what I mean? Because a 3-bedroom, I'm pretty sure I can get a 3-bedroom according to what area's in for less than $1,500 a month. So why pay $2,700 a month or $2,100 like the lady said just for the mortgage alone? Why pay $2,100 to $2,700 a month when I can pay $1,100 a month, when I can pay $1,500 a month? You know, regardless of where I live at, I will make sure I have enough money to save for my birthday every year to go on a week paid vacation to somewhere of my choosing every year for my birthday. I will make sure I have money to save to visit Florida once a year. I will make sure I have money to save for emergency. I will make sure I have money to save for Christmas every year. And I will make sure I have money to save for retirement. You know, those are goals that I want to see through until the day I die. Regardless of whether I'm allowed to spend that money that I save for retirement or not, it can go to my kids. You know, just in my opinion. You know, that's where I stand. I'm standing firm. I did a lot of thinking on it for the last, for some months now. That's why it took me so long to go through with the second process of getting a mortgage loan. For a shout out, my shout out video the last Sunday in November. Tell me in the comments how you feel about that. Let me know in the comments. I give you a shout out in my shout out video the last Sunday in November. If you like this story time, take the time to subscribe, like, comment, share. Make sure you turn on post bell notification that we notify every time I load a new video. I do leave a link to a different playlist in every description box. Take the time to click on those links, run the views up, run the thumbs up, run the comments up. And if you feel the need to share the playlist, feel free to share the playlist.